Hello and welcome to Standard Voice Television Global News today, 17th March 2026. Equivalent Islamic calendar, 28th day of Ramadan, 1447 after Hijrah. I am Hamida Muhammad Idris in the headlines. Governor Lawal of Zamfara among President TINUBU's entourage to United Kingdom state visit. The government says states account for 48% of public spending. Police says cause fed dead in Maiduguri, multiple bomb blasts. On the international scene, United Arab Emirates confirms drone strike causes fire at major oil fields. And a sport update, presidency fulfills pledge to the Tigress, presents houses, national honors. These and more will be coming to you in the bulletin. Governor Dauda Lawal of Zamfara State is in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's entourage for a historic state visit to the United Kingdom. Tinubu and the First Lady, along with other members of the presidential entourage, depart Abuja for the United Kingdom today, marking the start of the state visit. Spokesperson for Zamfara State Governor Suleiman Bala Idris, who made this known in a statement, said King Charles will host President Tinubu, his wife, and the entourage at Windsor Castle from Wednesday, March 18 to Thursday, 19 March 2026. The presidency had stated that the purpose of the state visit is to strengthen bilateral relations and explore collaboration opportunities in immigration, trade, investment, and cultural exchange. It also added that during the visit, Tinubu will meet Prime Minister Keir Starmer, leading to expanded bilateral talks ending with the signing of MOUs on trade, investment, defense, and cultural cooperation. Presidency says state government accounts for about 48% of total public expenditure, stretching that stronger coordination across all tiers of government will be critical to achieving the nation's economic development targets. The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Abubakar Bagudu, made this known while receiving the newly appointed Minister of State for Budget and Economic Planning, Doris Uzoka Anite, who resumed duties at the ministry. The Director of Information and Public Relations at the Ministry, Julie Osagi Jacobs, in a statement stated that Bagudu emphasized the importance of effective policy coordination between federal, state, and local governments in driving national development. He also reiterated the federal government's commitment to achieving the administration's goal of growing Nigeria's economy to $1 trillion by 2030. National Public Service Negotiation Council, NPSNC, has demanded a 140,000 naira minimum wage, a 120% upward review of salaries and allowances for workers to mitigate the life of servitude currently being experienced in the country. The union made them demand in a letter addressed to the office of the head of the Civil Service of the Federation and was jointly signed by the National Chairman of the Council, Benjamin Anthony, and the National Secretary, Olowo Benga. The Council also noted that over the years, Nigeria has experienced unprecedented economic pressures characterized by high inflation, increased petrol prices, rising transportation costs, and escalating prices of food items, housing, healthcare, and education. The letter stated that the national leadership therefore advocates an immediate and a comprehensive review of the existing salary structure and allowances to reflect current economic conditions and ensure fairness, equity, and sustainability in workers' remuneration. So, on the news, former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has expressed worry over what he described as Nigeria's worsening poverty situation under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Obi was reacting to a recent policy study released by Agora Policy, supported by the Nigeria Economic Stability and Transformation Program and the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office of the United Kingdom, which showed that Nigeria's poverty rate has risen from about 40% before recent economic reforms to over 63%. According to Obi on his verified X handle, the report suggested that over 140 million Nigerians are now living in poverty out of the country's estimated population of over 220 million. He, however, insisted that the development raised serious questions about the impact of ongoing economic reforms, noting that many families across the country are struggling to afford basic necessities such as food, transportation, rent, and health care. People's Democratic Party (PDP) has refuted claims by All Progressives Congress (APC) National Publicity Secretary Felix Morka that it is no longer a political party. PDP spokesperson in a statement described Morka's comments as unfortunate and a clear indication that he and his cohorts are clearly illusional. It was earlier reported that Morka had claimed that the PDP is no longer a political party due to the defection of some political office holders to the ruling APC. Mombong, while responding, said reality shows that despite the large-scale defection secured by force and inducement by the APC, Nigerians have consistently rejected the ruling party, which is daily ruining Nigeria and the masses. We also caution Morka for engaging in a dangerous propaganda. So on the news, former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has alleged that the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) attempted to compel him to withdraw from political activities as a condition for his release from detention. The allegation was contained in a 30-page criminal complaint filed by the former Kaduna State Governor before a court against the ICPC Chairman Musa Adamu Aliyu and 4 other officials of the anti-corrupt agency. According to the filing, El-Rufai alleged that officers of the anti-graft agency informed him during his detention that he would only regain his freedom if he stopped participating in politics. The former governor also alleged that the ICPC officers said to be acting on the authority of the commission's chairman. El-Rufai had, however, argued that such a demand amounted to an attempt to compel him to abandon his constitutional rights. The news is coming to you on Standard Voice Television. Still to come in the news. Police says scores fell dead in Maiduguri multiple bomb blasts. On the international scene, United Arab Emirates confirms drone strike causes fire at major oil fields, and a sport presidency fulfills pledge to the Tigress, present houses national honors. Stand by for this and more after this break. To stay tuned. Welcome back from that short break, and now the news continues. Borno State Police Command has confirmed multiple explosions masterminded by Boko Haram ISWAP suicide bombers at various locations in Maiduguri in Borno State. Police Public Relations Officer ASP Kenneth Daso in a telephone call said the blast took place at the gate of University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, UMTH, and the popular Monday Market General area simultaneously. The issue, however, said the police EOD units and base 13 Maiduguri are on the ground and assessments are ongoing in the incident, and also advised residents to avoid the affected areas and remain indoors. Sources stated that 4 blasts took place at about 6:45 p.m. to 7 p.m. around the popular Monday Market, Kaleri, Post Office and University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital axis, leaving many people dead and injured. Another security source said some of the blasts were carried out by suicide bombers, including a female, while the one at the post office area erupted from a tricycle and at the post office's bus stop in the heart of the metropolis. Passengers sustained injuries after a train operating on the Abuja-Kaduna rail corridor was involved in an accident. A source within the Niger Railway Corporation (NRC) confirmed the developments on condition of anonymity. Meanwhile, some passengers on board said the incident happened suddenly, sending shock and panic through the coaches as the train came to an abrupt stop. According to the eyewitness account, the Abuja-bound train collided with another train along the corridor, forcing rail operations to stop. Organized labor has cautioned African governments of possible revenue losses if the rapidly expanding platform economy across the continent remains unorganized and unregulated. The warning came from the speakers and ongoing to the pre-International Labour Conference ILC meeting taking place in Lomé, Togo. Ahead of the 114th session of the ILC slotted for June 1st, 14 in Geneva, Switzerland. The General Secretary of the International Trade Union Confederation, Africa ITUC Africa, Akato Joel Odigi, while welcoming participants, warned that a significant portion of the formal sector is gradually shifting into the informal economy through digital platforms. A development, he said, could weaken labor protections and government tax revenues. Also speaking, the Deputy General Secretary of the ITUC, Eric Manzi, emphasized that all workers, including those in the informal and digital economy, deserve adequate protection and recognition of their rights. Moving to the foreign scene, United Arab Emirates UAE authorities have confirmed that a drone strike caused a fire at a major oil field as Iran continued its missile strike across the Gulf. Authorities in the Emirates of the Abu Dhabi said they were still responding to the fire at the Shah oil field without reporting injuries. The Shah oil field, located 230 kilometers south of Abu Dhabi city, has a production capacity of approximately 70,000 barrels of crude oil per day, according to the UAE state-owned energy giant EDNOC. In another development, the United States Secret Service says applications are open for individuals seeking to join its uniform division, offering a recruitment incentive of up to $75,000 for successful candidates. Nigeria's Zita Grace have received documents for houses and national honors promised by President Bola Ahmed TINUBU after their 2025 Afro-Basketball victory in Côte d'Ivoire. The presentation was made in Lyon, France, the venue of the FIBA Women's World Cup qualifying tournament, by the National Sports Commission Chairman Shehu Dikko and Director General Bukola Olapode. The players and officials received certificates for national honors and title documents for houses allocated to them in Abuja. Dikko also noted that unlike in the past, when such pledges lingered, the current government had shown readiness to honor its commitment without delay. Finally, on the news, the top stories again. Governor Lawal of Zamfara among President TINUBU's entourage to United Kingdom state visit. The government says states account for 48% of public spending. Police says caused spread dead in Maiduguri, multiple bomb blasts. On the international scene, United Arab Emirates confirms drone strike causes fire at major oil fields. And a sport update, presidency fulfills pledge to the Tigress, presents houses national honors. On behalf of the news editor and the production crew led by Ilya Adama Auta, I am Hamida Muhammad Idris. Thank you for investing your time and staying with the news. Ramadan Mubarak.